Shocking statement from Dwight Howard: should everyone be forced into the military? Dwight Howard, a former NBA player and NBA champion, recently sparked a huge debate on Twitter. He suggested that Donald Trump should pass a law requiring every American to serve 1 full year in the military. According to Howard, mandatory service would help instill discipline, structure, and responsibility in society. On the surface, it might sound like a well-meaning idea, but when you consider the realities, it's a proposal that doesn't make sense for most Americans. I strongly disagree with this idea. Military service in the United States should remain voluntary, just as it is now. People should have the freedom to choose their own path in life. If someone wants to serve in the military, they should absolutely have the opportunity to do so. But if someone does not want to serve, they should not be forced into it. Mandatory service takes away personal choice, and forcing people into something so physically, mentally, and emotionally demanding goes against the principles of freedom that the country stands for. To be clear, I'm not saying people should be able to do whatever they want simply because of personal choice. Laws and rules exist for a reason, to maintain order, prevent chaos, and keep society functioning. I'm also not saying that these rules are always fair for everyone or that they shouldn't be improved when necessary. There is a balance between personal freedom and societal rules, and mandatory military service, as Howard suggests, does not strike that balance. Military service is extremely physically demanding, depending on the branch. Many Americans are not physically fit, and a large portion of the population is overweight, making it difficult for them to meet military standards. In addition, some people struggle with drug use, which can disqualify them from service. Drugs affect mental state, judgment, physical health, and overall performance. Forcing these individuals into service would not only be a waste of resources but could also put them and others in danger. Reports and recruitment data have shown that many people would fail basic physical or medical requirements, making this proposal unrealistic and potentially harmful. In my opinion, discipline is not guaranteed simply because someone is forced into military service. Some people may develop discipline if they choose that path willingly, while others will not, regardless of the environment, rules, or structure. And let's not forget, Dwight Howard himself has never served in the military. I'm not saying he can't suggest ideas just because of that, but this is a physically demanding and high-stakes commitment he is asking people to take on, which makes it very different from a regular suggestion. Mandatory service is not a quick fix. It is not a guaranteed way to teach discipline, and it is certainly not something that should be imposed on people who do not want it. There are many ways to teach structure, responsibility, and work ethic without taking away people's freedom of choice. The idea may sound noble in theory, but in practice, it would be chaotic, unfair, and potentially dangerous. Forcing unwilling individuals into a system they are not prepared for could lead to injury, resentment, or mental health issues. Ultimately, Dwight Howard's proposal raises an important discussion about discipline and responsibility, but the solution he suggests is misguided. Freedom of choice is a core value in America, and while teaching discipline is important, it cannot come at the cost of forcing people into physically and mentally demanding service against their will. Let's preserve personal freedom while finding ways to encourage responsibility, work ethic, and discipline through choice, guidance, and opportunity, not coercion.